We live in a world of Facebook. In fact, maybe in the Philippines, Facebook is used more than any other nation in the world. We are Facebook fanatics. But you know what? There's a downside to Facebook. And sometimes you get bit by the downside because, I don't know, maybe it's because you type it and you're all alone in a room and somehow you've got this deception in your heart that nobody's going to see this but you, and this is your way to vent and nobody's going to see it because you're in private when you write it. But you don't understand what you're writing is not private at all. And you know that intellectually. But maybe there's an emotional deception that makes you say things that, you know what, you would have never said to people face to face. Now, Ecclesiastes in our reading today in our text gives us two great lessons for Facebook users. The first one, never go around looking for what people are saying about you. Let me say that again. Never go around looking for what people are saying about you. You want to get your feelings hurt? You want to get hurt? Just go out and look for all the ugly things people say about you. Ecclesiastes 7, verse 21 and 22. Don't eavesdrop on others. I think young people call it trolling today. Don't eavesdrop on others. You may hear your servant curse you. For you know how often you yourself have cursed others. He said, now listen, you've vented your feelings to people when you got angry. You vented at times. He said, other people sometimes, they vent. Doesn't make it right, but everybody's human and everybody does it. So you have to be a little careful about getting really hurt and really angry because you've been trolling. You've been eavesdropping on others. Because sometimes when you were hurt, when you were angry, you let off some words that you wish you hadn't said, and maybe they do too. The second lesson deals with what you write. The first lesson was what you look at. The second lesson is what you write. Ecclesiastes 10, verse 20. Never make light of the king, even in your thoughts, and don't make fun of the powerful, even in your bedroom. For a little bird might deliver your message and tell them what you said. You know, in the world that we live in, did you know that big companies have people that do nothing but patrol the Facebook of their employees? Did you know that? There are companies right here in Manila, major companies. They have full-time staff, sometimes even set up in an off-site location, that do nothing but monitor the Facebooks and the Twitters and the Instagrams of their staff for security purposes. And you have to be a little careful what you get on there and say. I've known quite a few people in my life that have been fired from their jobs because of pictures that showed up on Facebook, because of things that were said on Facebook that violated company policies. You have to be a little careful about what you do with Facebook. These people in leadership over your life, forgive me, straight up talk, they're the door openers of your life. That department head in your company that maybe hurt your feelings last week is also a door opener for your life. Just like King Saul was a door opener for David. In spite of the conflict between them, all the doors that were open for David were opened by Saul. Now, this is something you need to go back and think about. People in leadership over your life are door openers. And when you go out and say bad things about them and they hear about it, you know what? They're just not going to open that door for you. And you're going to get really hurt and you're going to get really angry and you're going to get really bitter. But it's your own fault. You know, if you got a bad attitude, keep it to yourself. Learn not to vent everything on Facebook. You don't have to say everything you're thinking on Facebook. Because there are people out there that are looking at Facebook, they're looking at Twitter, they're looking at your Instagram, they're looking at all the different social media networks. And reports are sent back to department heads and reports are sent back to team leaders. So may I humbly encourage you, if you got a bad attitude about something, bring it to God in prayer. That's the best thing to do.